There's blood at the house. Okay? And I know, you know what happened. I'm trying to find out from you. Did you go in there and find some bad stuff and you were scared and you guys covered it up and did something with them? Just tell me that.
Cops are often portrayed as the bearers of truth, tasked with unraveling mysteries and uncovering hidden realities. Their presence can evoke a mixture of fear, anxiety, and sometimes relief, depending on the circumstances. But what happens when the truth they uncover is more horrifying than anyone could imagine? This is the case of Cheyenne Jesse. Lakeland, Florida. August 1st, 2015. Cheyenne Jesse, a 25-year-old woman, reported her 50-year-old father, Mark Weekly, and her 6-year-old daughter, Meredith Jesse, missing. Within hours of her report, 2 detectives from the Polk County Sheriff's Office were assigned to the case. Cheyenne claimed she had last seen them on July 18, 2015, when she dropped Meredith off at Mark's house. Cheyenne alleged that she had been living with her boyfriend, Matthew Monroe, Cody, during the 2-week period of their disappearance. The investigation quickly raised suspicions. The only communication Cheyenne received from her father was a text message stating he had been diagnosed with cancer and was moving to Georgia to spend his remaining days with his sister, taking Meredith with him. The message also expressed his love and encouraged Cheyenne to live happily with Cody in his house. This message was peculiar, given that Mark and Meredith were untraceable since it was sent. Adding to the oddity was Cheyenne's apparent lack of concern and the 2-week delay before filing the missing persons report.
Things don't smell right. Literally, they don't smell right. There's a foul odor in the house.
When detectives visited Mark's house, they immediately noticed a foul odor. Cheyenne dismissed it as a dead raccoon, but investigators also observed bloodstains on the furniture and rugs. Additionally, Cheyenne's behavior and explanations did not align with that of a worried mother and daughter. Her claim that she had been trying to contact her father was verified by phone records, but the location of her father's device did not match her story. During questioning, Cheyenne's strained relationship with Meredith became evident. Meredith had been diagnosed with oppositional defiant disorder, characterized by uncooperative, defiant, and hostile behavior toward authority figures.
So on a scale, I know that your daughter has issues, but on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you classify you and your daughter's relationship, 10 being the best?
I was trying to make it at least an 8,
But realistically,
about
it's
5.
A 5? Okay.
Because every time I go to hug her, she turns to violence towards me, and I'm like, okay. But when I come home from work and I'm tired, I say, give me just a little bit, let me calm down from work, and then we can play. I used to take her out to do stuff when I had the money. We used to go see movies sometimes or go to a park, but then she started becoming a little weird when it comes to strangers. Like, she went up to a stranger and I shaved him and told her whole, whatever she knew. If she knew her address, she probably would have told him that.
And how would you classify Matthew's relationship with your daughter on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best?
He was trying to make it like a 10, but
Of course, you know everything would be a 10.
yeah, but he goes, I don't know how to deal with her. I've never really had a kid.
Right.
And he goes,
So that makes it better.
Basically, he's never alone with her. He goes, I don't want to be alone with her. Matter of fact, she's a little girl. There's people accuse me of all different things. I'd rather just be safe, and he takes her with his family. And as long as she's buying him things, she's happy and she loves him. But when he says, well, I can't buy it, we have to pay bills, then she hates him.
Mm-hmm.
And then she tells him that only thing he's good for is money. And I said, no, he's trying to be a dad to you because your dad is with his other family right now. That's what I tell her. So that's why she doesn't feel like, well, my dad abandoned me.
So do you think it's better off for your child? You said he was going to be staying with your dad, or she was going to be staying with your father until maybe school starts. Do you think it was better off your daughter staying with him full time for you and your relationship? Do you think that's fair to say?
For mine and her relationship, we seem to be like almost at a 9. When me and my daughter.
Okay.
When she's with my dad.
Okay.
Because like my dad Grandpa came into some money, and he had some money stashed up, so he can buy her what she wants, when she wants, and she listens to his theory. She thinks all adults are stupid but Grandpa.
Okay. Did she tell you that?
Yeah, she's actually told me
So do you think that, having said that, do you think it's better for you and your relationship with Matthew if she's with your dad full time?
We've actually been able to focus on our relationship instead of constantly looking over our shoulder. What's she going to do next? What's she going to destroy?
Right. So it does make y'all's relationship better?
Yeah. Okay. And we're not under a lot of stress.
Does it make you feel better if she's with your dad because she's better off, I guess?
Yeah, I can actually sleep at night.
While Cheyenne struggled to bond with her daughter, Mark had formed a close relationship with Meredith, partially due to his ability to spend money on her. Neighbors corroborated that Cheyenne did not get along well with her daughter, frequently expressing frustration and yelling at her.
I know she didn't like her daughter too much. I do know that. Because she says she's always getting in trouble. She's a handful. She screams and shouts at her.
As the interrogation continued,
Mother, Cheyenne Jesse, reported the two missing to deputies yesterday morning. She said maybe they were in Georgia. Turns out they weren't in Georgia. They were just about a half-mile down the road at the landlord's house.
detectives found the bodies of Mark and Meredith in plastic totes hidden in a storage shed belonging to a neighbor approximately 200 yards from Mark's house. Both had gunshot and stab wounds to their heads. It became increasingly clear that Cheyenne was directly involved in their deaths. Detectives confronted Cheyenne with the evidence. They highlighted the blood found in the house and the discrepancies in her story.
I just want to know where they're at.
I don't know where they are. I don't.
Are they at the house? Is that what stinks?
I don't see them at the house. I looked through everywhere.
Here's the deal. Something happened at the house. I know that. Okay? There's blood at the house. There's blood at the house. Okay? And I know, you know what happened. I'm trying to find out from you. Did you go in there and find some bad stuff and you were scared and you guys covered it up and did something with them? Just tell me that. Nothing bad happened there and they got up and walked out of there on their own. So, did you go there?
I don't remember.
You don't remember something bad happened there?
All I know that everything looks normal.
But it's not normal. Okay? The sheets that you guys put on those couches in the love seat is covering up stuff. It's covering up stuff that we saw, that you know how it got there. Okay? So, if you go in and find some bad stuff in the house, I can understand if you're scared and you want to hide stuff. I understand that. Okay? I also know that cleaning went on in the house, not just bug spray. You decided, for some reason, you all decided that you need to clean stuff up. Okay? Trust me, I know this. So, where's your dad and daughter?
I don't know.
Cheyenne?
I don't. I
Cheyenne,
swear, I
tell me
don't.
right
I don't remember. I don't know where they are. They said they were leaving.
So what's going to happen when we see your dad's phone communicating with your phone? What's going to happen when that call doesn't even exist on your phone on Monday when you said you tried to call him and he goes straight to voicemail after to make sure he took your daughter to the doctor? What's going to happen when that call doesn't exist? What's going to happen if that call does exist, but it's in the same place as your phone or Cody's phone? What's going to happen then? Because it's going to look very, very troublesome, Cheyenne, if your phone is communicating with your dad's phone, but you guys are up in North Lakeland. I really don't think you're a bad person. I think you want to do the right thing and be honest. If you went in there and you saw some bad stuff,
I remember.
okay, but you're not going to forget that. So you need to remember where they're at, so we can find them. At least do that. At least tell us where they're at. Are they at the house, Cheyenne? Yes or no? I don't want to hear. I don't know. Are they at the house? Yes or no? Because it's either they are there or they're not there, and you know where they're at. Are they at the house? Yes or no?
No.
Where are they at? Cheyenne? You do
They
know.
told me they were going towards you. That's all.
That's not what happened, because let me tell you right now.
But if there's blood in the house, Vicky was the last person to see
Vicky,
them.
we already could tell. I can already tell you that Vicky had nothing to do with this. I know I can prove that. Okay? My main concern right now is finding your dad and your daughter. And I don't want to mess with this all night. I just want to find them. Regardless of what happened, I want to find them. Okay? So it doesn't make you look like a horrible mother and person if you know where they're at, and we can prove that, and you say you don't know. That doesn't make you look like a good mother, a good loving mother that you do anything for your daughter, does it? If it is, then act like it. Don't protect anybody. This is your daughter. She's 6 years old, Cheyenne. She's 6 years old. She might have had some problems. Cheyenne, look at me. Look at me. Where are they at? Move your hand, sit up. Sit up straight. Because I don't see one tear coming out of you. Okay? I don't see one tear. Yes, you do.
Cheyenne, we already know enough. We have enough information to know there's parts of your story that aren't true. You got to answer our questions. This stuff we have to know. All right, for your daughter, we need to find her.
I don't.
You do know.
I don't.
We have enough people in the neighborhood that know that you know. We didn't just talk to you. We talked to other folks in that neighborhood. You need to tell us what you know. You need to tell us where your daughter's at. There's no way your dad left there to leave for the rest of his life and left his wallet there and left his money in his wallet and left his car there. That just didn't happen.
Cheyenne insisted she did not know what happened and that she did not remember anything. She continued to claim that her father and daughter were heading to Georgia. The detectives pressed her, explaining that Mark's phone was still in the area and the foul odor indicated something much more sinister had occurred. Cheyenne's responses were inconsistent and evasive. Despite the mounting evidence, she maintained her innocence. The detectives find it hard to believe Cheyenne Jesse's claims. By this time, they're aware of her involvement in the crime based on the mounting physical evidence against her. From lying about the bloodstains in the house to the fake texts she claimed were from her father, everything is a web of lies she's woven to appear innocent. However, her attempts to deceive don't hold up, revealing her failed plans. It was also clear that she had spent those 2 weeks trying to cover her tracks. With more evidence in hand, the detectives were able to find the missing pieces to this puzzle. The interrogation continues as the detective presses Cheyenne about the inconsistencies in her story.
I don't know.
Do you agree with me that a lot of stuff you said is not true? Do you agree with me?
I'm just going off of what I remember.
Okay, but do you agree with me? I'm not asking you what you remember. Do you agree with me that a lot of the stuff you told me is not true? Do you agree with me that the raccoon, you pulling it out, throwing it in the weeds right there is not true? Is that true? Just let's start with that.
I pulled out a raccoon and I tossed it.
Where'd you toss it?
I tossed it like that.
Where did it go?
I heard it hit the woods or trees or something.
But would you agree with me that's not even true?
That's what I hear. That's what I...
No. Would you agree? Isn't it true that you did not even pull a raccoon out of there? Is that true? Yep. Sit up, Cheyenne. Is that true? Yes or no? Is it true that you pulled? Let's just be
yes.
That's true that you pulled the raccoon out.
Yes.
And you threw it not even that far to get rid of the smell. Did that get rid of the smell? No, because it still stinks out there, right?
Yeah.
So you tossing it 5 feet, how is that doing any good? You're going to go through the pain and labor of bending down, picking up a raccoon, and you're a woman with some tongs that you say you got out of your dad's kitchen and throw the raccoon. How big were the tongs? What were they?
I didn't use the tongs for the raccoons.
You told me you did.
I used that for the rats.
You told me you used the tongs for the raccoons because I said you picked up the raccoons with your bare hands, and you said, no, I used tongs from my dad's kitchen.
I used the pole thing to bring it out.
And then how did you pick it up? Sit up, Cheyenne. See what I'm saying?
I'm not moving.
Cheyenne, I want you to sit up.
Huh? My mind is...
Oh, let's take this slow. I want you to sit up and look at me. Please? Can you do that for me? Let's just start here. Let's start fresh, okay? Now, I'm going to start little. Did you pull out a raccoon from under the house?
Yes, sir.
And why did you do that?
By the stump.
Okay, and where did you throw
I just threw it.
it? You just threw it where?
Cheyenne's initial response regarding the foul odor in her father's house includes random details that don't add up. As the detectives dig deeper, more about the crime and the dark motives behind it come to light. Meanwhile, in another room, 2 other detectives are interrogating her boyfriend Cody, trying to resolve the missing links.
I know you said earlier when we were talking about Meredith and everything like that, she was, I mean, it sounds like she was just hard to handle.
Sometimes she could be real hard. I mean, you had your good days, but bad days overrank the good days lots. At one point I told her, if we don't get some kind of help for this kid, I ain't gonna be able to put up with it.
That you like ending the relationship type?
Yeah, because I did send her back to her dad's for a week while he was out of town.
Her dad meaning Mark?
Yeah, Mark. Where Grayfield.
Yeah.
I sent her back over there for a week because I needed some time to think, because this was 23, this is a lot to handle.
Yeah.
And yeah, because she was already trying to get her help, but she was trying to get her help through Greenleaf or I don't know, someplace camp. But all that woman wanted to do was, the only thing wrong with her was she was ADHD. Well, you went over here to this other place, they said no. She's also got that defiance disorder. She'll right up tell you, I don't like this what to do.
When did you have this conversation with Cheyenne about, getting married to some help or having to rethink the relationship?
Just had to be sometime last year. Maybe at the end of it or something.
And by rethinking a relationship, you end the relationship with Cheyenne?
Yeah, because I was thinking, I'm 23 years old, just a lot to take on. I'm just now getting settled in my job. I only had this job for a year and a half, give or take.
And Cheyenne's still working at Blues?
Yeah, she's been there.
Cody reveals the difficulties they faced with Meredith's behavior. She was hard to handle sometimes he confesses. At one point, I told Cheyenne if we don't get help for this kid, I can't put up with it. When asked about the ultimatum he gave Cheyenne, Cody confirms, yeah, I told her we needed to fix it or I'd leave.
Did Cody tell the truth now? Because I know the answer to this. Did Cody give you an ultimatum? You know what that means? Do you know what the ultimatum means?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Like, gotta choose this or this.
Did he give you that about your daughter? Did he say you need to tighten up with your daughter or else? Did he tell you that?
Yeah.
And why did he tell you that?
Because she needed help and we needed to figure out what's wrong with her.
So he told us that. But he told you he gave you an ultimatum because he can't deal with it. He said you better tighten up or he's gone, right?
Yeah.
So he told us that. He also told us that you asked him about the 55-gallon drum. So why would he tell us that and lie about that? Why did you ask him that? Why did you ask him that?
I didn't ask him
Why did you ask him
I
that?
asked him if a Christmas tree, a big Christmas tree to fit in there because we have a 7-foot Christmas tree in the storage unit.
To fit in where?
Into the big tote.
What tote?
The tote at Walmart.
You bought a tote at Walmart?
No. I bought a tote at Walmart, but it's for the picture albums and it's a little blue one. It's inside the camper.
Okay.
Cheyenne's narrative continues to unravel as the detectives present more evidence that directly contradicts her account of her father and daughter's disappearance.
So tell me what happened. If you had to defend yourself from your dad since you were a kid, tell me what happened.
I always had to I tried to break him away when he runs away from me. That leaves me alone.
So if you had to defend yourself every time he yells at you because he's been abusive, is that what you said?
Yeah.
So was he abusive when you dropped Meredith off? Or just verbally?
Yeah, just verbally, and then he punches and throws things, and he says that you're a horrible mom for just dropping your kid off and leaving. Like your mother, you're just like your mother. You drop your kid off and you leave her And I'm like, now I ask you to take her for me.
Did you feel you had to defend yourself then?
I always have to defend myself when I'm around my daddy. Always.
Always?
Yeah. I know that sometimes when my daddy does attack me, I do black out. I do. Because I don't remember parts of times. And it's like one time it's 1 o'clock, next time it's like 3 o'clock.
So that happened?
It happens a lot. It's been happening a lot lately.
That this is a self-defense issue, okay. If that's what you're saying, okay. But just tell me the whole story so I can understand it. Tell me the whole story, and I can understand, so I understand. If you're saying it's self-defense, tell me the whole story that makes sense, okay?
But every time I go to my dad's house, even Cody can tell you that I always cower because my dad is always yelling at me.
I believe that.
And
Cody did tell me that. I believe that.
I'm always afraid that he's going to do something to me.
Okay, so what happened when you got there? Did he come at you with a knife?
Yeah.
And then what did you do?
I kicked him in his balls, and then he got pissed off even more, and I wound up on the floor, and Lucky was just looking at me. And I looked at my dog, like, come and help me, Lucky, help.
Where was Lucky at?
He was cowering in the kitchen.
Was he in a cage or?
Now Lucky can't really hear all that well. My daughter stuck her fingers in her ears and now she's deaf.
She's deaf?
Yeah, because my daughter kept shoving her fingers in her ears.
So Lucky won't come help you, so what'd you have to do?
All I remember is that he came this way with this, and then I put it away, and my daughter was...
Say that again?
He came at me like this.
With a knife?
Yeah, like, and I put it away. Like, he had this on and pushed it this way, and then my daughter was coming this way, and that's all I remember is you pushing her away.
But he had a knife in his hand?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, did you see blood on your daughter?
I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
Okay. So how did you get your dad off you? I mean, how did it end?
I don't remember that.
Cheyenne, if you're saying self-defense, then I would like to know what happened, okay? If you're saying he's attacking you, you can do whatever you need to do to save your life. That's okay. I need to know that because I don't believe...
As the interrogation intensifies, Cheyenne's story becomes more fragmented. The detectives introduce the possibility of self-defense, only to dismantle that narrative as well.
This is what I remember.
What do you remember?
I did a shovel outside. I seen there was rust in the bathtub.
Because the shovel was in there. Why was it in there?
There's always been rust in that bathtub.
Why was the shovel in the bathtub?
I didn't see no shovel in no bathtub.
Why was the shovel in the bathtub?
I didn't see no shovel in no bathtub.
Why was the shovel in the bathtub? So you asked Cody about a Christmas tree? Really? He didn't tell us about a Christmas tree. He said a person.
A Christmas tree buried in a storage unit in July doesn't make any sense. Nobody pulls a Christmas tree out in July.
I was taking things out of that storage unit and put it in my
I know, but that has no... Let's just stop with that.
No.
Why did you ask him about a person? No Christmas tree. He would have told us a Christmas tree. Why would he say a person? Why?
We watch a lot of criminal minds shows.
So you asked him that? What did you ask him? Tell me exactly what you asked him. I must even mention what he said.
What all can you put in that tote? Like Christmas tree?
You didn't
Or
ask about a
stuff?
Christmas tree. You and I both didn't ask about a Christmas tree. Why did you ask about a person? Cheyenne. It's time.
That's all I remember. That's all I remember in my brain.
Why did you ask about a person? You know you asked about a person because you just said, oh, we watched a lot of Criminal Minds. Why did you ask about a person on that tote? Would it fit the tote?
I don't remember.
Yes, you do. You just don't want to say it. Why did you ask that?
I see it in Criminal Minds.
What
Where
did you see on Criminal Minds? Tell me.
a big old tote and a Christmas tree in it. And
Okay, so if you saw a Christmas tree and a toad inside of a toad on a TV show, why would you have to ask them if it fit if you already saw it?
I was talking about my 7-foot Christmas tree.
Would fit in what toad?
And the big tote because it's a big tree.
When did you get the toad?
I didn't buy it. I didn't buy that tote. I bought a little small tote that I put fidget albums in.
What toad are you talking about putting in the Christmas tree?
That was a big tote that I seen at Walmart.
Or you saw it and said, hey, will a Christmas tree fit in there and a person?
I was just trying to get an idea of
I know, but tell me exactly what you asked. Tell me exactly what you asked.
all I remember was talking about Christmas tree. That's all I remember about. I don't remember about no body.
You didn't ask him what person fit in there?
No, I don't remember that.
Is he making that up? He didn't make up the part about he gave me an ultimatum. You never told us that. Did you ever tell us that he gave you an ultimatum? Or did I have to go find it out myself? Did you tell us that? Just tell me
It
yes or no.
slipped my mind, okay?
Okay.
Things I'm trying to remember, and
But
it's
I'm
hard
telling-
for me to remember
Listen.
things. No, it's not. I'm lying. I
Look at me.
can't even remember like some
Okay.
things what I do day to
But
day.
he told us that he gave you an ultimatum, and that's true, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Cheyenne struggles to maintain her lies. The detectives reveal that both Mark and Meredith's bodies were found in large tote bags, further implicating Cheyenne. Cody's statement about the tote bags adds another layer of suspicion. As the detectives continue to break down her story, Cheyenne's attempts to maintain her innocence crumble. The mounting evidence, combined with her increasingly inconsistent statements, paints a clear picture of her involvement in the crime. Despite her initial efforts to cover her tracks and manipulate the narrative, the truth about the horrific actions she took against her father and daughter ultimately comes to light. In this section of the interrogation, Cheyenne has no choice but to admit to her actions. The grim details she discussed with Cody about putting the bodies in tote bags and how long it would take for the bodies to decompose shed light on the fact that she tried to conceal the crime in cold blood.
So, what hand did your dad have the gun in?
The left hand.
Was he left-handed?
I was having to reach underneath there to grab it with the left hand.
And it was underneath the cushion or the couch?
The couch itself.
Or the love seat?
He's on the left side of the couch right here. He's reaching underneath the couch. And then it's like, oh shit, that's where I put the gun.
And he pulled it out?
He pulled it out.
You,
Then I pushed him and he
so he's sitting on the love seat, right?
he's laying down on low seat.
Okay, so
He's holding this hand.
are you standing up?
By the time I'm on my knees.
Can you show me, exactly, I'm gonna lay on the floor. And you're on your knees. I need you to understand this, Cheyenne. Can you show me exactly what he did?
I leaned over and I pulled it and I pushed it towards his neck when he fired.
I can't hear you. I need you to move your arms, please. He's laying on the couch, right? Look at me. Cheyenne. He's laying on the couch, right? And you're right here on your knees? He's this way? Okay. So he's on the couch, or on the love seat. The couch is right here?
I didn't destroy evidence. I just got scared.
But the couch is right here?
Yes.
So where are you at? Right here?
Right here.
Can you just stand up? You don't have to get on your knees, but can you stand up exactly where you were? No, can you stand up, please? So he reaches down underneath the couch and grabs the gun with his left hand? Okay. Does he point at you?
The couch was closer to each other's.
No, I understand. Does he point at you? Tell me what you gotta show. I need you to show me exactly what you did. This is very important. No, you need to get up. Can you get up, please? It's very important.
Even if I don't, I just didn't feel like that.
The gun went off here?
Yes.
Okay. Did that kill him? Did that kill him?
No, he was pushing more like that, and then fired a couple more rounds. Because I was scared that he was going to try to kill me.
But meanwhile, Meredith is laying on the couch.
Yeah.
Is she dead, you think? I mean,
I
at that time?
didn't hear anything from her. I don't know what happened.
Was the knife still stuck in her?
No.
Because it was your dad's chest?
Yeah.
Is the knife still there?
No. I got it.
Let me ask you this, does Cody have anything to do with this?
No, he don't.
Well, how did you get them over there by yourself?
They didn't wait up my...
Well, how did you get them over there? Did you put them in the car?
I put him in the Suburban.
Are they still in the Suburban?
No.
How did you lift them up there by yourself?
I slid him into the back when I got the truck up.
So if
You want to get tissue?
yeah. How did you get them up in the truck, in their Suburban? Sorry. We didn't know that was in there.
I don't know, it hurt.
When you had the Suburban backed up to the house, did anybody show up at the house that day?
I don't remember.
Okay, but how did you get them up into the Suburban? You just picked them up?
No, I just slid it. It slid.
So you had the back doors open up to the porch or something?
Yeah.
And they slid right in?
Yeah.
Then how'd you lift them out of the Suburban into the shed?
I put Meredith down first, and I just slid Daddy down on top.
He's on top of hers?
Yes.
Okay.
I just got scared. I didn't know what to do, and I freaked
So
out.
Cody doesn't even know about this?
No.
Does his dad know about this?
No, I don't want to know.
I'm not telling you I'm going to tell them, but I just need to make sure they don't know about this.
No, sir.
Cody has nothing to do with this.
No, sir.
Well, what's up with the shovel that was in that you took out of the bathtub?
I was trying to clean up the blood, and I was freaking out, and I just...
Cheyenne claims Meredith was accidentally shot when Mark and she were having an altercation. Yet when Meredith's body was found, it had multiple stab wounds in addition to a gunshot wound to the back of the head. The detectives continued to dismantle her self-defense claim.
Why were you angry? I'm sure he was being rude with you, or saying stuff to you, or being mean to you. But I don't believe he got on top of you with a knife. I don't believe that happened.
Yes, he did.
The evidence suggests otherwise.
But that's what happened. It really happened.
Listen, I've seen training videos. I've been a part of training where people wield knives. If somebody's wielding a knife, you're going to have defensive wounds if you're trying to protect yourself. You have nothing. You have no marks, which would indicate you were defending yourself through anything. So that, listen, there's no way. There's just no way. Not from a man that can lift, you said, motors.
He doesn't lift motors anymore, man. He does.
Kind of, but listen, you said he's a strong man. He punched you in the face. And he had a knife. He was attacking you with it. But you don't have any knife attack marks. You don't have any marks. Nobody's indicated they saw you that week. You saw Vicky. You saw Josh, the one that lives on the property. You saw Cody. You saw Cody's family. Nobody's indicated you ever had marks. She complained. Or you had bruises on your face, or your forearms, or your hands. Nobody said that.
No. According to Cheyenne, she was attacked by her father and had to defend herself. Yet, here she sits without a single scratch, claiming she killed her father in self-defense. The detectives point out the impossibility of her story given the layout of the room and the nature of the injuries. In court, Cheyenne's narrative falls apart under scrutiny. On July 17, 2019, a 12-member jury convicted her on 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of tampering with evidence. One juror even recommended the death sentence for Cheyenne. Due to the pandemic, her sentencing was delayed, But on February 5th, 2021, Cheyenne Jesse was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. That's all for this video. We hope you have enjoyed this video a lot. How do you think such tragic circumstances could have been prevented? Let us know in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell icon for more interesting videos like this. Thank you for watching our video.